Greetings, welcome to the Prime Directive. I'm your host, Jeff, and my co-host today is Sean. We're going to talk some B5, eh, Sean?
Absolutely.
So, Sean, River of Souls.
Mm-hmm.
What's your initial take on this one?
Yeah. I mean, it's good. It's not as good as the previous ones. Obviously, I feel it's kind of like more of an extended episode kind of thing, but
it's a bridge between season 5 and the new series Crusade.
Yeah,
that only lasted a season.
Yeah, so maybe that was the point, but yeah, it's not like Third Space or In the Beginning or that kind of stuff. But.
Yeah, it doesn't even really focus on a lot of things other than like this one little story, which is kind of like what we've seen in an episode before.
And half the cast. Yeah,
half the cast. That was evident. Didn't see the command center.
It's like, what would Sheridan? No, he's not here.
Yeah, Sheridan's on Membar.
Yes, this is it.
It's another vault. We have cut through others.
This one's different. There, the brickwork was plain, unadorned. This symbol is new. I've seen it before in 100 worlds. No, this must be it.
We started with Ian McShane, who's playing Dr. Robert Bryson. He's an archaeologist on an alien planet, and he finds the Soul Keepers, the little Soul Hunters, little area, and just steals a giant soul orb with billions of lives.
Billions and billions. I mean, it's good. The Soul Hunter thing is one of the more interesting parts of Babylon 5, so it's neat that they brought it back.
I actually think a story like, just rip off Babylon 5 here, but a story of a Soul Hunter going around, like, I'd put it in, like, a medieval time or something, but, like, it's kind of cool. Like, I like the idea of, like, somebody coming before your death and, like, taking your soul to preserve it.
Yes.
I mean, you'd find out that they're evil and they actually just eat your souls, but there's a cool movie in this.
Yeah, we have a good line. We're saving these. These are precious.
And you give it to, like, some attractive, like, hot redhead chick with an Irish accent. This is even better.
I haven't seen this one, but I'm into it.
Yeah. We'll make it. It'll be terrible because we made it, but...
For sure.
I like that all his friends are just like, screw it, it's not worth dying, we're leaving, then they died.
Yeah. Foreshadowing.
Yeah. Then we head off to Babylon 5 where we get some Lochley. And she's talking about Sheridan.
Yes.
And mentions he's on there, and every time that Sheridan and Garibaldi show up to Babylon 5, problems happen.
Yes.
But it's been quiet since they've been gone.
So it's like, it's only a half problem because only half of them show up,
yeah.
Right? I mean, it could have been worse. What if Sheridan had showed up? It would have been like full-blown like Shadow War all over again, probably.
Once she's told that Garibaldi's at the station, people start fighting.
That's right.
There's a good little side comedy beat there.
He just has that effect on people,
He showed up to deal with some of his ex-wife. Are they married yet? I don't know. I assume, they got remarried by this point. That's how he got control of Edgar's corporation.
Yeah, he's not by his merits. He's a...
Yeah.
He married into it.
So him and Lisa or whatever are running the corporation now, and they're trying to get rid of all these black site evil things that Edgar's was doing.
Right.
So now he's checking on McShane and his little venture of immortality searching.
It's just a plot method of getting him on the station. Either one.
And the souls. That's how you got both of them there. It's perfect.
Yes, of course.
Makes sense.
Of course.
And that trail led you here?
Yes and no. I picked this as a convenient midway point to meet up with a researcher who's been off doing his things for the last couple of years. We'll get together while I'm here. He'll tell me why he needs all this money. I'll listen, go back to Mars. You'll never even know I was here.
Somehow, I doubt that.
He gets him to show up to Lochley's quarters, why not? A little privilege there. And then he goes out for lunch with him, and frankly, Bryson doesn't have shit for him. He's like, I've really got, like, some notes maybe I could give you. He's like, well, I want to see them. Well, how about tomorrow? Then I'll burn them. Because I'm a douche. Then we get a hall brothel.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
I've always wanted a hall brothel.
I'm surprised it's the first time we're hearing about this, I think, on
Babylon
5.
Well, they weren't allowed on Babylon 5, but under the command of Zack and security,
lax.
Things just slip through the cracks.
Terrible Zack.
Zack goes down, tries to deal with it, but he doesn't have any legal footing to deal with it.
Mm-hmm.
Fool.
And then he's threatened with legal action for... What do you call it? Like, this place is... unsafe.
Yeah.
I think that was the term.
Yeah. Well, I mean, somebody got a little electrical charge, but if you don't follow the rules when you put on that suit,
That's right.
it's a very effective suit. I mean, you can feel them and they can feel you.
Jerking off is dangerous when you're all by yourself and you start attaching yourself to electrodes and stuff. I mean, it's probably in the fine print.
And I don't want to delve into this, but I think you're doing it wrong.
You want to try it for yourself? Come on, I'll give it to you for free. Or on the other hand, if you're here for a fight, I can get into that too.
So Dr. Bryson manages to turn his little orb into a holographic thing, and it's just like, kill us! We are tired of this existence!
We were meant for something more! Yeah.
And then, he falls asleep and knocks the orb over, and the spirits kind of escape.
Mm-hmm.
Zack has a little ghostly encounter, which was kind of cool. Should have lasted longer. Should have shit his pants.
Uh-oh.
I guess he's seen enough shit that it's not going to do that to him.
Are you hurt?
My children. Where are my children?
They're like, oh yeah, some apparition jumped at me and went through my body, but whatever.
After the last 4 years, this is nothing. Literally nothing.
I've been trying to hook up with Lita for years.
That's right.
That was a headache. This is nothing.
I've been drinking a lot, and quite frankly, I don't notice shit.
It's just passing it down. Like Garibaldi's like, you need to be pretty drunk to do this job.
That's right.
So you have at it.
You're a better chief of security if you're a little tanked while doing this.
We get a soul hunter. Emmy award-winning Martin Sheen showed up.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you really like sci-fi or lost a bet.
Well, the West Wing was ending. Or was it starting? I can't remember.
This is 98, so I don't think West Wing was going yet.
Was it going?
I feel that was more recent.
But Martin needed work, so here he is.
His acting in the beginning was on par.
He's an alien.
Yeah.
Who are you here for?
Not you. None of you. Not today. Something was stolen from us. Taken from us. Taken here.
Zack chats with Lochley about the hollow brothel. Not like, can I go there? It's more like, how do we shut this down?
Yeah. I've been there a lot. I know exactly where it is.
Yeah, I
can take you there.
He's got 172 programs.
Blindfolded.
And 3 of them glitch. I know that.
Let's go check it out.
Yeah.
For the first time.
So I guess the Soul Hunters went to Rolgo, which was a brilliant race. And, we'll just jump ahead here. They basically, they go to take people just before the moment of death. And Rolgo was actually just evolving into the next form, kind of like the Vorlons into energy, and they leaving their physical form behind, and all the Soul Hunters took them.
Yeah.
So they took all these living souls that were evolving into something better.
Which is kind of a weak excuse if you think about it, because they obviously know, like you mentioned, that they pass beyond the rim, or races do this at a certain point, so why would they be, oh, we didn't know you did that?
Yeah, so Soul Hunters seem like an ignorant race.
Well, they're just hungry.
Yeah.
Jerks.
They wanna collect their souls and put them in these tombs and then leave them.
Yes.
And then I didn't see it much of a selling point. It's just like, we'll take you outside, we'll give you some holograms, and then after a while we'll release you. I'm like, why wouldn't you just release them now?
Stretch your legs.
Break the orb.
Get outside.
My whole thought the whole time was just like, somebody break the orb.
Yeah.
There's nobody out.
Yeah.
We assumed. We never thought to ask or investigate. Is this the price of our arrogance?
Maybe we can't change what's been done, but we can try to fix what we can now.
We get to see Zack and Garibaldi. They're checking out the hollow brothel because all this strange shit's going down. And
that's why they're there. Yes.
We see Lochley in her underwear and a corset. I'm just saying, yeah.
Is this how the show got greenlit? This movie?
Yeah, they're just like, J. Michael Scoggins, your script is okay. I guess you're doing the Soul Hunter thing again, but if you could put Lochley in something like sexy, I would watch that. He's like, that is pretty easy to do, okay? And she's on board. I don't know if you've watched any of her other shows, and she doesn't mind showing off how sexy she is.
She's a handsome lady.
Handsome. Yeah, understatement of the year, Sean.
Gentlemen, what do we...
said the holographic images couldn't go outside the brothel.
They can't normally.
I don't know what I'm more attracted to, her physical form or the power she commands.
They are one and the same.
Yeah. I actually fell in love with her in Highlander. She played,
she was in that.
She played like a witch, also called Cassandra. Not saying anything, but...
Foreshadowing. Oh, yeah, okay.
So they're staring at this Lochley hologram. And,
as you would.
He's just like, oh, it's one of those popular ones. Apparently with women.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and that seems to bother her or something? Like,
well, he didn't even mention that to her. When he's talking about it in the elevator later, he didn't mention that. But, like, and Garibaldi's just like, what? I agree. I'm deeply offended. I just keep staring at her. Yeah, I like it when he's talking to her in the elevator about it or whatever. He's like, apparently it's very popular. Oh, really? Yeah. Checking out her boobs. Like, it's like, come on, you're a married man. But I guess what happens on Mars stays on Mars.
I mean, if all they wanted was a spokesperson, they could have picked any image from the holobrothel.
I hear it's very popular.
Is it?
So I'm told.
And again, I thought all of season 5 they were going to get together. It just seemed like Lochley and Garibaldi were doing this weird kind of dance around will they, won't they kind of thing, and then they didn't, I guess. So, I mean, they kept that going with this. I don't know.
It would have been interesting how Sheridan would have taken that, because I mean, Michael did betray him once.
But
and then hooking up with your ex-wife.
Yeah, but he's moved on to Len. He's fine with that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, are they ever really fine with that? I know we've evolved into the future here, but
Michael, I understand. I've moved on. The answer's still no.
I will strand you on Zahadum, you motherfucker.
And it's lonely there now because there's nobody left.
I'll guarantee there's shadows still there.
Oh yeah, and they're little helper people.
Did they ever go back and blow it up? No, they just it did explode.
They tried to go back.
The little allies kind of blew it up as they left. And they stole a bunch of shit.
Yeah.
Like no way, like all the shadow vessels. Like I'm sure they parked other places.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
I want a remake. I want more Babylon 5.
Yes, please. Someone listen.
Yeah.
Green light this.
Exactly. Lots of more Lochley. We get the whole conclusion of them. She threw a grenade into the holobrothel.
All right.
That I don't know what that really did. Maybe it destroyed the holograms. Oh no, holograms.
Yeah.
They're really affecting us. If you don't put on the suit, they can't touch you, which is sad and disappointing.
Please listen to me. What we did to you was wrong. I see that now.
Then they find Ian McShane there, and he's just sitting there in this glowy like protection bubble and holding the orb, and he's possessed at this point.
Right.
And Soul Hunter dude Martin Sheen just like, hey man, like we were wrong, and we will fix this.
Yeah.
Slowly.
Take our word for it.
Yeah. And it's like the only way he's gonna trust him is if he sacrifices his life and his soul joins Seraph, which no Soul Hunter has ever done that.
True.
Their souls are not to be preserved.
Right.
And so he joins them.
Because that's icky.
Yeah. I mean,
we eat them.
He got Lochley a flower when she like died, and she was like transcended down, talked to like briefly Franklin, who wasn't Franklin, to find out that these souls are mad and they're going to destroy your station. And then when he dies and he goes to the same place, he sees Lochley, and it's just like the mind sees what it wants to see. Yeah, that's what I want to see.
Yes,
so clearly he had a thing for Lochley. Get in line. Get in line. They managed to convince them. All the Soul Hunter ships had shown up, and they were gonna just like penetrate the station. And I guess when they left, it would have vacuumed the whole fucking place.
Yeah, as you would, because again they just gotta collect the souls and go on their merry way.
All right, we're leaving. Make sure to use the sealant so we don't kill these people. Yeah, I'm sure they can.
Or no.
For preserving life, they really didn't give a shit.
Well, at least that's over. I hope they can find a solution.
I think they'll get there, eventually. It's gonna take a long time.
They've waited 10,000 years. What's another few hundred?
Yeah, so, everybody goes on their merry little way. Garibaldi's just like, hey, I might swing back in a few weeks, check out the old digs, of which you're already there.
I'm just standing right here, but I'll come back later.
Yeah, just to threaten more chaos, basically. And then he walks out and the boss breaks.
No, you go now.
Yeah, lawyer dude comes by and she outlaws him, illegal use of the image. We discussed that.
Yeah. Because it's a military base, bitch.
Yeah. So, yeah, that was the episode in whole.
You're right. Episode, not movie.
2-hour episode. Hey, I mean, like, okay. What was more theatrical, the insurrection or the Wolf 359?
Wolf 359.
Yeah.
Because shit goes down. Like, that's kind of the point of this episode. It's like, yeah, some stuff happened and there was peril and all that kind of stuff, but at the end of the day, everything's pretty much the same as it was before. Nothing really evolved, right? That's why in the beginning and Third Space, like, it really seemed to change the show. I mean, maybe less so with Third Space, but again, this just seemed like stuff happened, we dealt with it, and now we're going to continue our lives, basically.
I love Third Space.
It is so good.
It's such a cool concept.
How many more mistakes did we make? How many more?
Man, I gotta go back and watch our review of that, just because I love, like, Zack and Lita. That is amazing.
See how we're ending this episode as we're talking about
the last
Space
one.
was? Yeah. Okay, so
so I mean, this is watchable. I mean,
no, there's nothing wrong with it.
Guys, Babylon 5 as a whole is amazing.
Yes.
Like season 1 through 4 and then 5, really good. I mean,
5 is still pretty good.
4 was supposed to be like 4 and 5. And they're just like, better rush this ending. We might not give you another season.
I'm sure we talked about this. Can you imagine how good 4 would have been if they had split it over?
Yeah.
Like, really spent 1 season on the Shadow War, then 1 season on the Earth insurrection side of things.
Well, you can tell, because he planned 5 seasons and they made him condense the last 2 into 1.
Yeah,
so.
But the whole thing with Garibaldi and his brainwashing and that whole, like, that would have been just, again, taking more time to delve into that.
I still cried when Sheridan died. When he, like, goes off into space just to disappear.
You mean like in the light or whatever it's called?
Yeah.
Like the end of the show? Yeah.
Yeah, that was sad.
Yeah.
Zack was right. There is a heaven.
The captain? You used the captain's image so guys could...
I mean, this episode is interesting because you get the Soul Hunters and you get to see that, like, their little moral compass is a little off.
Yes.
And you get a lot of Lochley, and this one was just nice.
Yeah.
Just saying.
It's a commentary on religion, I think, as a whole. You know, we know what happens after death. Don't worry, we'll take care of you.
We'll tell you exactly what happens after death. So, yeah, overall, go back, start watching Babylon 5.
It's a great show.
And as always, thanks for watching.
I don't understand. If you had this much control over the outside, why not just have Bryson or someone else destroy the globe that keeps you prisoner? It seems even death would have to be better than this.
That is what the Mad Ones say. That is why we have to stop them.